are tired, hungry, and over budget. So we are at Taco Bell. We made it to Scotland last night, and tomorrow we pick up a rental car to start a road trip, which we're very excited about. Today we're in Glasgow, and it's really kind of a reset day. Like, we're doing laundry right now, which was so necessary. All of our hiking stuff was just sopping wet after being in the Lake District, and nothing is drying. It's all very musty smelling. So taking care of that, getting some rest, doing some errands, and then we're off on a road trip, which we're really excited about. We picked up our rental car this morning for the Scotland road trip we're taking, and so far so good. We're only about an hour into the drive, and it is high adventure. It's a stick that you move with your left hand, drive on the other side of the road. The roads are very narrow. We're in a van. I'll admit, I'm a little queasy in the stomach about it all, but we're making our way. I think we'll get used to it. It's super beautiful so far. So, yeah. First stop, we're headed to the train bridge in Harry Potter. It's supposed to be really beautiful. We are at the Glenfinnan Viaduct, which is the classic Harry Potter train bridge. It's incredible in person too, and we just happened to be driving from Glasgow to Isle of Skye today, and I wanted to stop and see this. And as we were walking around, I saw lots of people with cameras, so I googled it, and it turned out the train was about to go over the bridge. So it was such a fun surprise. I just got to see the train go over. I'm a little bit of a train nerd because there is a train in Edinburgh where I grew up, so that was neat. It's day 2 of our Scotland road trip, and we're on the Isle of Skye. We stopped at the Old Man of Store hike. Oh look, I look like a turtle. We have an opening in the wind, or in the rain. It's very windy. We're gonna show you what it's like. It is so windy. Mount Everest up here. Starting to rain. Finally time to go down. The energy up here is so good. People made it to the top. It's windy. There's smiles and laughter. Beautiful. Worth the hike. This is totally beautiful, pretty easy hike, easier than the last one we did, and it's just like lots of beautiful blue water and big roads, and it still isn't raining. Rob took us way above the edge of the trail. Well, not the trail keeps going, but the like actual the actual ferry pools like attraction ended, and we kept walking. Beautiful up here. We got a shower this morning from the rec center, which felt very good. And we're cruising around Inverness. It's a super cute little town. We left Inverness midday to start the North Coast 500, which is like a classic driving road trip route here in Scotland. It's about 500 miles around the North Coast. There you go. And we only made it about an hour, and we stopped in Dornoch, which is a very cute little coastal town, and having a walk around. Rob's having a nap in the car actually. He's pretty tired, but I'm gonna walk to the beach and check it out. Google has me walking straight through this golf course to get to the beach. I feel like maybe there was a better route. I'm a little off, but maybe it's fine. I don't know. Know how many days we are in the van actually, but we're day 2 on the North Coast 500, and we made it to Wick last night. This morning we're doing the Wallagos steps, and they're beautiful. Just like such a simple little hop off of the main road for great views. Totally worth it. It's 330 steps down from the coast, or from the road, into this just beautiful bay. Yeah, it's morning. We just had a coffee. This is like the perfect way to wake up. To the lighthouse and these beautiful cliffs on top of them. It's an excellent stop. Highly recommend this route. I think it's a must-do. Stop number 3 is the most northerly point of mainland Britain. I don't know what there's to see here except for this, but there's a lighthouse, and we'll wander around and find out. Mostly we just wanted to come because the map said it was the most northerly point. Groundbreaking stop we've had? No, but pretty views. There's a bunch of radar stations, which is a cool piece of history to see. And now we're on to the next one. There's so much history in this area. So we saw the radar at the furthest north point point in Great Britain, and now here we're walking to Skye's Castle, and there's a bunch of pillboxes from World War II. So just really old, interesting historical infrastructure. And really why we're on this walk is to go see Skye's Castle, which is this old dilapidated castle up here that I'm excited to see. It looks really beautiful in a dilapidated castle kind of way, I guess. Scotland, and we originally didn't really have time for it. So we got up to the most northern point in Great Britain and then decided to take the short route back to Edinburgh instead of like the full northwest 500. So just an extra day, and we want to use that extra day to go to Edinburgh. So we are headed back to Inverness after a wonderful day in northern Scotland. Made it to Edinburgh. We didn't really stop on the way from Inverness. We just beelined here because we turn the van in tomorrow. So first stop is the National Monument of Scotland, which you can see behind me. It was built in 1826, I think, as a remembrance for those who died in the wars against Napoleon, but it was never finished, and it still isn't finished. So it seems like maybe a point of contention here because it's a national monument, but it's not really done. I don't know what the plans are to finish it, but it's up on top of this hill, incredible views of the city. So we're gonna kind of wander on the hill and take in the views and the sights before we decide where we go next. I think we'll do the Royal Mile, which is like a classic walk downtown. So you can barely just see the Edinburgh Castle here on the hill, and then let's see, I think this street right here is the Royal Mile, which we'll probably walk down. Lots of castles. Ticket prices, you know, but it's fun to come up and see the outside and get beautiful to the city. Something I didn't expect is I think Edinburgh has turned out to be like one of the most touristy places we've visited yet, which is interesting. I didn't expect that, but the streets are packed with people. Yeah, it's beautiful, but I don't know, I thought like Paris, Rome, that kind of thing would be more touristy, but Edinburgh is apparently on people's list. We didn't do a bunch of planning for Edinburgh, but we did mark some things. We have half a day, and so one of the things was Dean's Village, which is this cute little village behind me, and it has a walk along the waterway. Just kind of gets out of the hustle and bustle of the classic tourist busy like Royal Mile and Castle and stuff, and definitely worth the walk down here. That's the size of a speed limit sign in Scotland. How are you supposed to see that while you're driving? They're tiny. Greyfriars Kirkyard, which is the graveyard with like the classic gravestones that inspired a lot of J.K. Rowling's characters for Harry Potter, which is interesting, and lots of people seem to come see them. And I wonder what the families of those people think. Like, they were just regular people, I think, and now they're kind of famous for their names. Yeah, that's kind of an interesting thing that's become like a tourist attraction here.